Thanks for checking out my micro drawings channel, and happy holidays to everyone. I'll get back to this acrylic display case at the end of the video, but first a quick tour of my setup. For those of you that haven't seen it, a lot of people ask how I do this. There's my Canson XL Smooth Bristol 100 weight paper. It's acid free as well. So that's what I'm using. I cut it up in, boy, one of those big sheets makes about 12 sheets for me. There you can see my holder for my iPhone. There's a little piece of paper cut from that tablet. There's my OttLite. It's just a little simple fold one. I think I got it at Michael's, maybe Hobby Lobby. Gives a nice clear light. There are my Copic sketch markers, and these are the colors I'll be using today on this drawing. The utility knife there I'll use to prep it for this acrylic display case. The gray pen there is my Copic Multiliner 0.03. And there's my setup to get started on the drawing. I've got Calvin and Hobbes and the poor Snowman, who's boy, he's been mercilessly killed, I guess, by another snowman, and the ice cream scooper has been dug into his back, and another, if I remember right, the strip, another snowman has like an ice cream cone and is eating him. So at any rate, I'm starting with the facial features of Calvin here. I had originally started with Hobbes, and I got Hobbes done, drew the snowman, and then started working on Calvin, and I screwed up on his nose and his forehead, so I had to scrap the whole thing. So I thought, you know, typically Calvin obviously is the main character, and if I was going to get him right, that was more important than getting Hobbes right, you know, if I had a little goof up on him. So that's why I started with Calvin this time. So there I'm just working away with that Copic Multiliner 0.03, and I'll just let you watch for a while, and I'll join back in with commentary when I'm starting to color. All right, so I've got it all drawn out. There's the quarter for scale. You can see it pretty much covers up the whole scene. There's my Copic sketch marker. I'm starting with a chrome orange for Hobbes. I don't use that broad chisel end. I use the fine tip end of it to get worked into those tiny spots. In this case on Hobbes, I'm working around the top of his head, down to his cheeks. And then there's a little bit there of his right shoulder that you can see from the other side. And then you can also a little strip I'll get to here in a little bit of his stomach or side on the other side of his white chest patch. So those were a little tougher because I had to re-angle the paper and just lightly touch with that fine tip point there. I'm working along that his left side and around the bottom, and here I'm getting that strip that was on the other side of his white patch on his chest. So again, just working slowly. The video speed is like at least 2 times the speed that I'm actually working at. So there's the next color I'll grab. I think a prune for Hobbes' scarf. And just lightly touching that in. There's not a whole lot to color there. And then the next color I'm going to use here is a process blue for Calvin's coat. And then I'll show the rest of the colors as I go. I'll use a lime green for his hood, a vermilion red for his hat, and a cotton pearl for his skin tone, and then an ice cream kind of a blue-green for the shadow in the snow. And I'll show those each time, but I'll just let you watch here for a while. Thanks again for checking out the channel. Please subscribe and share if you haven't. Okay, so there it is colored in, putting on today's date, 12/20 of 20, and my initials. And then, like I said at the beginning, I'll show you how I'm getting this into that acrylic display case. That's a Snoopy and on a sled. I'll use the same display case. It's held together by 4 little magnets in the corners. And what I need to do is put this on my cardboard sheets that are protecting my desk. And then I'm going to center it. And then I'll use my utility knife to go around each of the edges to cut it flush. And I have to use both hands for this, so I set the camera down, of course, in between. So here I'm trying to pop it out. It was sticking a little bit on the bottom there, so again, putting my phone down and getting it a clear break there. So there I've got it, and I just set it on that bottom piece. And then put the top piece on it and, get the edges squared up a little bit better. But I think it ends up being a nice little display there, interchangeable, and ends up looking pretty nice. So at any rate, happy holidays. Thanks again for checking out the channel, and hope you enjoyed watching the video.